I've been long overdue for a new mic, and I decided to go with the Blue Yeti microphone, which is pretty much the industry standard these days for budget microphones. Comes in a pretty unassuming wrapping, but of course when you take it off, you have a pretty nice box for the Blackout version, which is the version I got, and there are quite a few different Blue Yeti options to choose from, and color and features. I just went with the one that best matches what I already have on my desk. When you open the box, one nice advantage to look at before we get too deep is the USB microphone features. This is a big selling point, as you can kind of plug it into your MacBook Pro or with a dongle, of course, or with your PC. So you can take it pretty much anywhere and plug it into anything, which is a huge plus. I'm actually recording this video with the Blue Yeti microphone right now, so you can kind of judge for yourself whether this is professional quality as they advertise. When you open the box, you get yet another box, and you got to bust out another knife to get through this one. First thing that falls out when you open the box is the USB connector, and if you notice, the Blue Yeti mic can kind of collapse in on itself, so it's fairly portable. There is some weight to it. I'd say it's about 2 to 3 pounds, and you just basically swing it up, and there's 2 little hinge knobs on the side, and that's what you use to tighten the mic stand so it doesn't swing back and forth so much. You're actually looking at the back right now. There's quite a few features for mic recording. So there's omnidirectional, single directional, there's a bidirectional, and then there's a cardioid mode, which I'll describe a little bit later on, because that's the one that you're going to be using for streaming and video recording the most. On the front, you got a volume knob for your headset and a mute button. And just a pretty cleanly put together mic, in my opinion, at least compared to some of the other ones that I had that are very flimsy and broke pretty easily. This is very durable, a lot of metal in the construction. So here's the cord for the USB microphone. There's a little mini USB connector that goes into the port at the bottom of the Blue Yeti. Snaps in pretty easily, and the way that the base is configured, you can actually wire that through the back, so it makes cable management a little easier. And as you can see, I plugged it in to my PC right now, so the mute button is flashing, which means that it's muted, and if you press it again, it just goes solid red, which means it's recording. Here's what the instruction manual looks like that comes with the Blue Yeti. Interestingly, you got to stand it upright, so you don't want to tilt it towards your mouth. That kind of goes against a lot of what I see people doing on the internet. So you can, I'm standing it up right now, you can judge for yourself whether the audio works well. The software setup wasn't really needed on my end, so Windows and Mac already have the drivers for the Blue Yeti, so unless you're running a weird device, you're not going to need to install anything. Pretty clean and simple front and back, so there's not a lot there. The main thing that you're going to be using, of course, is the mute and the pattern selection. This is the patterns that I was talking about. You're mostly going to be using the cardioid feature, which is what you're going to need for podcasts or recording video or recording music. And that just basically silences out some of the audio that's coming around from the other directions. And then it just repeats itself in other languages. There's a registration card that I didn't use. and safety information. I don't know how you're going to hurt yourself with a microphone, but I guess they might as well put it in there. So solid red means it's recording. And I've used this for a little bit. Here's a 360 shot, and when I used it, I've been pretty happy with it so far. Again, in this price range, you're going to see a lot flimsier microphones, and one nice thing I liked about the mic is that it's pretty popular. So if you have any questions on the setup, Googling it yields a pretty quick answer, because there's tons of people available to answer those questions online. So overall, pretty solid mic, and I've been happy with it.